Whoa, that's over the top. Did that really happen? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest Call of Duty moments. Now, we know you all have crazy multiplayer stories, but for this list, we'll be looking at those particular moments spread across all of the campaigns in the main entries of the Juggernaut series. No pun intended.
The frozen forest isn't real. It was just a way of calming down test subjects, controlling them.
Whether they be over the top, controversial, shocking, or just flat out insane. Judging from the title, you've probably figured out that spoilers will follow. And some of these might be graphic as well, so you've been warned on all accounts. Number 10, the death of Makarov. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Goodbye, Captain Price.
Taking control of Captain Price, the whole climax is a pulse-pounding race to catch Makarov, starting with storming the hotel wearing a Juggernaut suit, taking down an attack chopper, and then jumping off the rooftop to Makarov's helicopter. At this point, Price knows he's past the point of no return, and he doesn't care as long as he gets his vengeance, and boy is it ever sweet. The most intense moment comes when Price strangles Makarov with a steel cord and then breaks the glass beneath him. Makarov's had this coming to him for a long time, and it proves to be one of the most satisfying conclusions in all of Call of Duty history. Objective completed. Number 9, Shepard's betrayal. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Who's that?
Okay, a betrayal is one thing, but then also killing two favorite characters takes things a bit too far. Players were left holding their controllers in shock and anger as everything went to hell here. Shot in the stomach, Roach can only watch as he and Ghost are then tossed aside and set on fire. Not the best way to go. Fans definitely did not see this coming, and it was one of the most heartbreaking moments in the series, all so that Shepard could hide the truth and come out of this as a war hero, rather than the instigator like he really is. No, we're not crying, there's just something in our eyes. Number 8, Snowmobile Jump, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. All hell breaks loose in this initially stealthy level, and being a two-man team, it's the only thing that Roach and Soap can do to escape when 100 Russian soldiers are trying to kill him. Using snowmobiles for their getaway, the pair escape through the tricky terrain, avoiding trees, rocks, gunfire, and other snowmobiles alike to get to their escape chopper. Which is, yep, you guessed it, at Bingo Fuel.
Bravo 6, we have you on visual. Get your ass on board, we're running on fumes here.
You can't have a Call of Duty game without racing against the clock in some way or another, all culminating at a giant gorge that can only be jumped at full speed. And it's here that our heroes leave realism behind them. Number 7, Revelations, Call of Duty Black Ops.
He knows how to translate the codes. He's heard the broadcasts which we know contain the location.
Not just a shocking moment, this scene is a grand example of great storytelling. What do the numbers mean is something players are asking along with the protagonists throughout the campaign, and this moment delivers one of the craziest twists in the history of Call of Duty. Reznov, a character you supposedly play side by side with for a lot of the game, actually died a while ago, and Mason has just been imagining him.
Reznov, how'd you get out of Vorkuta? Never thought I'd see you alive.
All of Reznov's actions were in fact Mason's, a side effect of the brainwashing Mason endured. Definitely a crazy moment. This time the pun is definitely intended.
He and us are not so different. We are all soul without an arm.
Number 6, the nuclear explosion, Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yes, teams are on site and attempting to disarm. I repeat.
The first Modern Warfare brought a lot of new things to the table for the series, and this moment was one of the first that took players completely unaware of just how cinematic and affecting the series could be. Getting caught in a nuclear explosion and watching everyone in the city get destroyed is jaw-dropping enough. But then you get to continue playing as the dying Paul Jackson, witnessing the devastation and horror of it all before succumbing to radiation. The level in which the nuclear device is detonated is called shock and awe, and that's exactly what players were feeling.
Contamination centers are being established at this time.
Number 5, Turbulence, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
That's gunfire. Hijackers are taking the plane. The cockpit's been breached.
Say what you want about Call of Duty, but the set pieces are always stunning, and that goes for when those set pieces have been completely obliterated too. Take this mission for example. A firefight ensues after a plane you're on plummets to the ground after being boarded by hijackers. And there are moments when the plane drops altitude so quickly that you and your enemies float while exchanging gunfire. Watching the plane crash and half of it fall apart before exploding is an absolutely incredible sequence that'll have you holding your breath. Number 4, the Nuke/EMP, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Houston, this is ISS Control. Any word on
Not only crazy, this sequence is generally exciting, both to watch and to participate in. You get to observe from the International Space Station as a nuclear device is detonated in the upper atmosphere, causing an EMP which affects the surface of the planet. Then, in control of Ramirez, you witness planes and helicopters falling out of the sky, crashing into fiery explosions all around you. This is already after you've been involved in a helicopter crash that you barely survived from. No rest for the weary, I guess.
Our weapons still work, which means we can still kick some
Number 3, No Russian, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You knew this one was coming. Definitely pushing boundaries. No Russian is not only the most controversial level in the Call of Duty series, but also one of the most controversial levels in video game history. The mission has you play as an undercover agent, and involves you participating in the shooting of hundreds of civilians at a Russian airport, or not participating if you're a little bit smarter, which, by the way, plays a major role in starting World War III. No other game has put you so front and center as an instigator in a civilian-dense terrorist attack. And although you can completely opt out of participating in the level with no repercussions, many people found this particular moment to be highly disturbing and even sickening. It's either tasteless or effective and impactful storytelling. Maybe it's both.
That was no message. This is a message.
Number 2, Arms Ripped Off, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. A first-person view undoubtedly adds to the immersion of this visceral and brutal moment, in which a robot rips off both of your arms and beats you almost to death. Oh, and it also breaks your leg. Taking place in the first mission of the game, you know you're going to be in for one hell of a ride going forward. The fact that this sequence is quite long, along with your character screaming in its entirety, adds to the shock factor. Robots, man, it almost never works out when they're involved. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Later, they went out to the strong.
To the sound of my voice.
I got you, Baker! Just keep shooting!
Number 1, Killing Shepard, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We can't have Shepard betray us and then not get revenge, right? That's where this moment comes in, and it's pretty damn awesome if you ask us. Definitely crazy, but crazy awesome. Everything depends on Soap in this moment. The only problem is, he's got a knife in his chest. Bleeding out, he can only watch as Shepard beats on Price. At this stage, there's only one thing Soap can do. Yep, he pulls the knife out of his sucking chest wound and hurls it at Shepard. Blood spurts out of Shepard's eye as he falls back in slow motion. That, bro, was for Ghost and Roach. Do you agree with our list? Which moment from Call of Duty's campaigns did you find the most crazy? For more jaw-dropping top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.